earlier in the session. But a good time to find out what's going on in terms of dealing rooms. Nimesh is with us. Nimesh, what are you picking up?
Well, actually, the Nifty may be consolidating, but there are good moves in the broader markets today. The Midcap index is 0.5%, but a lot of individual stocks are buzzing in trade. Again, the sector that seems to be the PSUs. Big move in the PSU stocks. Again, PFC, REC are up. And for the second day running, I understand there are very strong buy flows. So the move in PFC, REC is backed by institutional buying as well. Both were part of my charter list as well on Tuesday. There is buying interest from larger FIs in both these stocks. So clearly the PSUs, it's well bid. Even for that matter, BHAL is well bid is what I understand from larger institutions. So again, PSUs is something which is driving this market up. You spoke about Nifty Bank under pressure, but again, that's purely driven by few private bank stocks like Kotak Bank and Axis Bank and all, right? So not much in terms of big movers there in the financial names today. But I guess the big thing to watch would be the global commodity prices, including crude. We are seeing a bit of a macro play in today's market. OMCs are up, Indigo was up, the paint stocks are doing good, auto stocks were going good. So if crude continues to be under pressure, you'll see a bit of a macro trade catching up in the Indian markets as well. So watch out for those kind of trades in the near term. But from a near-term technical perspective, I guess 22,400 is acting as a very strong support. So watch for that level. But I guess the momentum is clearly in the PSUs, and there is FI buying in the PSU names.
Nimesh, last 1 year or so many times crude has gone to $90, $92, $93, but that $100 per barrel remains elusive, which is good news from our perspective.
Absolutely.
So yet again, it's come off that mark. But what about individual stocks? What are you picking up?
Well, as I said, there were a lot of midcap and broader market stocks are buzzing in trades today. The first stock on my list today is Indus Towers. Post numbers are, in fact, for the last couple of days, the stock been consolidating in a very narrow range. But now I understand there could be a very large block deal in Indus Towers very soon. So that's something to track going forward. The second name is United Spirits. That's been buzzing for the last couple of days. And in fact, I understand there are very strong buy flows as well. A leading domestic mutual fund seems to be an active buyer in United Spirits of late. So that explains the move there. The third is both the Kotak Bank and Birla Soft. Both have been under pressure for the last couple of days. That's been the trend today as well. Kotak Bank is down another 2%. And for the third or the fourth day running, there are very large sell flows in Kotak Mahindra Bank. And so is the case with Birla Soft as well. Looks like some larger institutions are selling out on both these names at FI desk. And the last is a couple of large blocks expected in PNB Housing as well as in L&T Finance. The numbers are out for both these companies, so technically the cool-off has ended, and maybe now the city is anticipating large blocks in both these names as well.
Nimesh, Indus Tower is interesting because, and looks like the blocks are back. Stocks start to show a little bit of performance, and there are sellers in the sites. You were mentioning AB Capital, I think, earlier this week. Now there is Indus Tower.
So Prashant, for all these names, the one of the key reasons is that now that the earnings season is over, especially the promoter entities or those who has a cool-off period or a block window, now they can come out and sell. So that is pretty much the theme which is going to dominate. As far as IndusStar is concerned, if you look at there were multiple reports in the past as well. Looks like one of the strategic investors among the three investors, one of the last strategic investors is looking to sell half of its stake. So it's going to be a sizable block. I understand nearly $1 billion is what the sell-side analysts are working on in terms of building the book, and can happen very soon. That's the indication what I've picked up from my sources.
Maybe that explains why Indus Towers is not reacting to the good set of numbers, Nimesh, because Q4 numbers look good. There was a margin expansion. The tower ads are the best that we've seen in the last 3 years. And the management in the conference call also indicated that if the financial position improves, the company could start looking at getting back to giving dividends also. But despite good numbers, the stock has been subdued all through the day. Perhaps it's the fear of that supply. But thank you very much for joining in. Mitesh is now back with